Hi, I'm Phil Grande, and welcome to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel and the 14th segment of the unfolding of a stock market crash. I got to tell you something. This week, I never heard so much financial engineering. I'm sorry, I got to use the word. I haven't heard so much bullshit. You have to be nuts. This is absolutely insane. People are going to get killed, okay? They're going to get killed. Now, listen what happened. Let's go back and take a look at on the 19th of February 2020. That's when we had the 34% drop in the stock market. And then on March 23rd, remember what happened was the market dropped because who was leading the market? The big tech, big growth stocks. And what kills big tech, big growth stock is high yields, 1.55. That's 155 basis points. That's why it collapsed. That's why big tech was leading the market down. When we finished, we were only at 81 basis points. That was a terrific environment for big tech, specifically big tech and growth stocks. They loved it. And then they closed up the market, the economy rather, shut it down, and they did fantastic. And the market, the yields kept staying lower and lower and low. And look at all the way up to September 2020, 65 basis point. October, only 82 basis points. They loved it. They're making a fortune all the way up. And then finally it hit 100 basis point on January 2020. Okay, but on February 16th, 2021, we hit 125 basis points right here. And as I told you, they can't take high yields and high inflation. We had a 10% correction in big tech. Now we had that 10% correction. Remember, they were suffering because of the high yields. But all of a sudden, something happened. On March 5th, right here, March 5th, okay, we started to see my color-coded chart turn green. Meant institutions were coming in and buying. We're going, what's going on here? Because interest rates were still high. In fact, we started to see the tech stocks starting to move up. But we also saw that inflation was moving up from 1.55. All of a sudden, we saw it on March 25th, 1.61, as it heading towards Good Friday. And then Good Friday, 1.71. What is going on? How could this be going? How could it be at 1.71 going up big tech when it crashed? Okay, when the yields hit 1.55. Here's what people didn't know. There was a whisper going on, a whisper number that they were going to have 1 million new jobs. But that didn't make the big tech stocks go up. That's not what's making it. Well, there's something else they're doing behind the scenes. They also are whispering something else. This is unbelievable. Let me play what they were. Whispering. Go ahead and play it.
Call this story How the Markets Learn to Stop Worrying and Love the Idea of Temporary Inflation. Over the past several weeks, it looks like the markets have embraced the Fed's outlook that there will be a coming burst of inflation, but that burst will be only temporary.
Are you kidding me? What are you, nuts? There's no such thing as temporary inflation. That's why we have seen big tech and growth stocks, but mostly big tech, moving back up aggressively because of this nonsense they're telling us. Inflation, temporary. The other thing we found out they were doing that nobody knew about, they were turning around and they did another twist. Now, if you recall, if you go back to the 2008 crash, right after 2008 crash, they came in with QE. They had QE1, QE2, then the twist, then QE3. Well, what's the difference between QE and a twist? QE only sets up where they drop interest rates to help homes, mortgages, student loans, automobiles. But when they do the twist is a stimulus. It's a stimulus. QE is not a stimulus, and it's limited to who they're trying to drive the interest rates down. Homes, student loans, automobiles. Twist, they're driving interest rates down for everybody. It's a stimulus. So what we're finding out, they're telling us how great this market was. The economy's fantastic. It's going to boom. We're going to have 10, 15, 20% GDP growth. But wait a minute. First of all, how could that be when they're coming in and doing a stimulus? And when you do a stimulus, any economy on a stimulus is an economy that's dying. So they didn't tell anybody. Now, look what's going on all the way up to today. Here was Monday, right? And Monday to today, look at the big tech stocks going. People jumping in big tech stocks left and right, don't know what they're doing, have no clue what they're doing. So be very, very careful. Let me just show you something quickly. I told my members, be very careful. If they're going to buy stocks, I said, all these big tech stocks, all these big tech stocks, okay, all these big tech stocks, remember, to only buy the big tech stocks that are breaking out, okay, making new highs, okay, like Facebook, like Google, okay, Microsoft breaking out, making new highs. Those are the ones you want to buy. Those are the ones you want to buy, okay? You don't want to buy the ones that aren't breaking out, okay? And if you start, those are the tough ones. If you buy, like, for example, Apple, you only buy Apple if you're going to try to catch what they call the short covering rally, which simply means when the big institutions came in and short the stock, remember they borrowed their stock to short it, and they turn around and they have to buy their stock back. They're forced to. It's called a short covering rally. So you can do these. But if you're going to go and chase the big tech stocks, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're chasing the ones that are making brand new breakout highs, especially big tech, or you can get caught in one of the biggest traps ever. This is unbelievable. So if you want to, please check it out with my gang membership. Okay, you get a 10%. Okay, 10 days free. The chart will show you when money is going in and money is going up. Please be careful. This is one of the biggest frauds I've ever seen. Temporary inflation. Wow. This economy is so bad that they're doing everything they possibly can, and the fake business networks are telling everybody, well, this economy is going to grow 10, 15%. This is fantastic. Boy, we're going to have a big economy. Everybody's getting back to work. Everybody's going to go on planes, and they're going to go on cruise ships, and they're going to go sailing, and they're going to go do everything at one time. They're so happy, and hotels and all that. All a bunch of bullshit. Okay, it really is. But the market's buying it, and you got all these millennials coming in, going in and speculating, especially in big tech stocks. But this is a beautiful thing to ride those stocks up. Keep riding those stocks up as long as you know when to get out. Remember, 85% of the people don't know when to get out of the stock market. That's why people lose money in the market. Well, join my gang, 10 days free. That won't happen with you, okay? I promise you. Okay, next week, more on this kind of crap that's going on. This is unbelievable. These people should be arrested. They should be hung. I'm serious. These people should be arrested for what they're doing. Whispered numbers and whisper this and whisper that, and people are buying into it. I'll see you on the charts.